Hello, friends. I am Hannah. I am the seamstress and small business owner of a cottagecore fantasy brand called Marion. I hand sew everything myself, and I make everything from court jester costumes to bodices to big princess fantasy dresses. I've been doing this business for about 4 years now, but this year is the first year that I'm selling at markets in person, meeting people face to face rather than just online with my website and Etsy. And so with this comes a lot of new challenges for me as a small business owner, new things that I get to try out and test. And there's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is make mushroom pins. My second market that I'm vending at is next weekend. And so I wanted to try and do a little creative project to have ready to sell at the market next weekend. I'll be selling at the Flora and Fauna Wee Bit Celtic Market in Lexington, South Carolina. And I'm really excited about this. Flora and Fauna has a new market with a different theme every single month, and I was there last month with their Winter Fairy Market. If you want to see that video, you can check it out. It was a lot of chaos, and I'm going into this one a little bit better prepared, which is a good thing, but I am making these new pins. Last month, I sold ladybug and snail pins, and they went really, really well, and they're very cute, and so I wanted to try and make some mushroom pins. Last summer, I released this bodice, the Mossy Druid bodice, and in all of the photos and in the videos that I posted, there were these cute little mushroom pins on the bodice, and everyone wanted to know where they could get those. Did they come with the bodice? And unfortunately, no, they didn't. But it got me thinking that I would really love to make some more mushroom pins like this. It was my first time ever sculpting something like this, and they came out really cute. I did some painted white spots on the top, and it's super cute, but it looks a little bit like a screw. But I love them and they're mine and they're cute, and I'd like to make some more to sell at the market, just kind of see how it goes. I've never really worked with clay before. This is a foam clay and very pretty, very lightweight. Takes a while to dry, and so I wanted to try two methods today. I have an air dry clay and an oven bake clay and some molds that I got off of Etsy, just like some cute little mushroom molds. I'm going to be sculpting them and then drying or baking and then hand painting them before I seal them and put a little pin back on the back of each pin. I'm not too stressed out about it, and I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow and see where we end up. So come along with me today, because we're just gonna have a cozy little sculpting day and a little craft day on a Saturday a week before a market. Let's do some market prep. Hello, friends. Good morning. It is the next day. I baked the mushrooms. I may have made a tiny error, and I realized it only afterwards. So the three different kind of clay that I used, the two kind that were bakeable, the Sculpey brand. One was the Primo, and one was Sculpey 3. The Primo needs longer to bake. That I baked for about an hour. The Sculpey 3 does not need that long. And in fact, I found out if you overbake clay, it has this burning plastic smell. So that's what happened. I baked them both at the same time, low as the directions said, for an hour, which was probably the correct amount for the Sculpey Primo because it's like I want to say it's like 30 minutes per quarter inch. The Sculpey 3 though is 15 minutes per quarter inch. So I probably overbaked it by about half an hour. Fun. But now that they're all baked and the air dry clay is dry, I want to show you the difference because the difference in these is like very dramatic. So let's have a quick look. So first up we have the air dry clay, which is really small. It has shrunk quite a bit. It's the detail is still good, but it is very small. Then we have the Sculpey 3. It kept its shape pretty well. The detail is very defined. I like it. It looks like clay. It's hard, sturdy. I don't feel like it's about to crack or break or snap off. It has kind of slightly hollowy sound to it. Then we have the Sculpey Primo. Now this just looks like plastic. Like it is, this was the translucent one, which is kind of hard to see the detail on it, but it's like you can see through it, sort of like you can see the light occlusion through it. It looks plasticky, like it looks like plastic. And I mean, I know nothing about clay, so going into it, maybe that's what Primo's supposed to look like. If you've worked with clay, please let me know because I don't know if I did it right. I think so. So far, I like this a lot actually. It feels very sturdy, not bendable. Details are pretty good. And then last up, we have the air dry clay. The air dry clay is brittle. The details are good. Details are actually excellent, but it feels like it could crumble in my hands. I don't really like that. Even just touching it, I have like little pieces that are coming off. So I don't really like that. But of the three of these, I want to show you. Here, I'm gonna hold my hand up so you can kind of see a little bit. Oh no! I just hold up two so you can see the difference. So this is the Sculpey 3, and this is the air dry clay made from the same mold. So there was a lot of shrinkage as the air dry clay dried. And I'm sorry, not air dry clay. This is the foam clay. As the foam clay dries, it really shrinks up, which is okay if you're looking for smaller mushrooms. It's also really lightweight. I don't know if I want that. These are pins. I want them to feel a little bit sturdier. But now that they're dry, we're going to go ahead and paint. I am excited about the painting step. I love the painting step. So once they're painted, we are going to glue the pin backs on, and then we are going to do the sealant after everything is drying, of course. So let's get into painting. I think a lot of them are going to be that classic fly agaric mushrooms, which is the red ones with the white dots. And then I have a couple other ones that I made to look a little bit different. So we're going to try that as well. But ultimately, I think they're all going to be the classic red, white dot, fly agaric mushrooms. So let's get to painting. Really quick, I wanted to show you guys the difference because I'm really trying to compare how the clay takes paint. So this one, for example, all of these have one coat of red paint on top. This is one coat. This is the Primo, Sculpey Primo. And you can see it's actually pretty good. It's taken the paint pretty well. It doesn't even look like it technically needs a second coat. I'm gonna be applying one, but it doesn't look like it really needs it. I could probably go straight in with the white dots. On the other hand, the Sculpey 3 is like really patchy. Like it's not a consistent red. It clearly like needs a second coat. And the camera isn't even really picking up how patchy it is. It looks really patchy in person. And like side by side, I think you can see it a little bit better. That it just hasn't taken the paint as well. And it's the same paint. It's just this cheap Craft Smart paint, which normally I wouldn't even recommend this brand, but it's all I had in red. Normally I would say get the Apple Barrel. I like Apple Barrel better in the acrylic. Basically for acrylic craft paint, I like Apple Barrel way better than Craft Smart, but Craft Smart is like cheap. But even just with one coat, you can see the difference. So I'm going to still be applying a second coat of red on everything, and it's going to take me some more time. So I'm going to keep working on this and painting some more detail, and then do the pin backs and seal it. Hello, friends. Good morning. I am very tired. I am also very cold. For some stupid reason, we had a weird little cold snap and freeze warning and also tornado warning, and school was canceled because the winds were so high someone was afraid the buses were going to flip over. I it's the South and it's March. I don't know what's happening. It's all up in the air. I don't know. Today we are dipping our pins. I'm so excited. First thing in the morning right now. So I'm going to come back and show you them after they've been dipped and then dried. I'm really, really excited. These pins are looking really cute. I just want people to love them as much as I do. Like that's all I really want. So I'm excited. I'm trying to figure out the next decision I have to make is like what I want to price them. Like obviously I've put in a lot of time and effort into this. Like this has been a multiple day project. This hasn't just been like a quick afternoon, because you have to like take time in between for drying and then all of the detail painting. Like my shoulder is a little cramped from doing the little white dots. But I'm not quite sure what to price them at because this isn't my primary source of income. Like these are just like fun little things I wanted to try and make. And so I don't really know what to price them at. I was kind of thinking like, is $10 a pin too much? I don't know. I'm gonna think about it while I dip these, and then we'll get to going. And also, I'm cold, so I'm gonna go put on a sweatshirt. The pins are done. These are so cute. I didn't think they were gonna turn out this cute, and yet here they are. I think I'm gonna still let them dry a little bit longer. Obviously, they've got like a little drying rack over here, but I'm going to put them back after I show you a few of these and just let them finish curing for the rest of the day and tomorrow as well. And then I might do another coat. I'm not sure, but they are looking so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Let's see. Let's show you one of the shelf ones first. So obviously, my science of mushrooms isn't right. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not right, because this is a fly agaric cap, but I've made it like a shelf mushroom. That's just the cap, no stalk. But that's not how this mushroom grows. So we're gonna pretend that this is fairy world and things go how I tell them to. So here's the first one. So we've got, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look at him. I don't know how to like, I'm like trying to pinch it without making it look, my fingers look really weird. But look at the little guy. So he's very cute, the little white detailed mushroom, and then the underside here. The gills are really cute. And what I did is I just dry brushed. I didn't really dry brush. I kind of wet brushed and then wiped it off immediately. So it was like all in the cracks. So this is a little shelf guy here. Let's put some of these on. Oh, oh my God, look at him. The Mr. Man. I'm gonna lower you down just a little bit. Look at him. He's so cute. He's just hanging out on my shirt. Okay. Hello, Mr. Guy. Okay, who else? Who's our next contender? Next up, we have this little man. He's. Hello? He's so cute. Oh, okay, wait. He's so cute. They look so cute. Oh my gosh, just little guys. And then I also have the rest are pretty much the same. I've got this guy right here. He's got some more bulbousy dots, but he's very cute. Little gills on the bottom. And then I also have this brown one, this little guy. He's not as pretty as the others, but we love a little common mushroom. He's just a little dude. And I also have a little shelf version of him as well. And then we have one odd one. This was like a experimental kind of thing. So we have this dude here. So there's a stalk. We're not going to talk about that, the shape. But it's got kind of like this darker, like petal falling thing going on. And I don't know if this is like gonna be interesting, but it just like breaks up the differences between the others. And there's only one of these guys. So I think, if someone really falls in love with him, then they can have him and they'll be the one and only. He's really cute. I like him a lot. All of these turned out really cute. Like just the dots. Oh man, they're so cute. So I have about, let's see, how many do I have? 4 of the red stalks like these. I have 1 of the brown, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the little shelf fly agaric mushrooms, 1 brown shelf mushroom, and then our little fountain mushroom. I don't know what to call him. He's really cute though, and I like him. Yeah, I'm super excited with these. I think they turned out really cute. I kind of went into this not really sure because I'd never worked with clay before, the Sculpey clay in particular, but I haven't done a lot of work with clay, and I've really only ever used like foam clay before, and that's what I did for these previous mushrooms that I have, which are also really cute, but they shrunk a lot after I made them as they dried, so they're smaller. And they're really lightweight and they feel like they could just blow away, as opposed to the clay ones, which just feel sturdy. They have like a weight to them, which I like. It doesn't feel like they're going to break, but they're not too heavy, which I'm very happy with. I'm very, very happy with. And honestly, like now that I have them in my hand, I can't really tell the difference between which ones were the Sculpey 3 and which ones were the Primo. It was funny because I had such like a clear definite winner in my head of which of the two I liked better. I think in the end, if I make more of these, which I probably will, I want my booth to feel whimsical and magical, and I think some little extra pins will do that. So we've got mushroom pins, we've got ladybug pins, we've got a couple snail pins left, and some butterflies as well. And I think those are going to be really fun and a big hit. Just for like little things. If someone wants to come in and support me but doesn't want to spend, $100, I understand that's a large price tag. Not everyone is building a Renaissance fair outfit. Some people are just there to browse and to look. And if you can support me by buying just one pin, that means a lot. That means that you were here and that you like what I make. And that makes me happy. So, anyways, I'm going to close this out for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I made these little guys. They're so cute. Oh, I didn't make one. Oh, man, what a bummer. I didn't make one mushroom joke or like mushroom pun. Like, these are such fun guys. Okay, I saved it for the end at least. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. And the market is coming up. So if you're seeing this, I think I'm posting this video on Friday. The market is on March 22nd. It is the Flora and Fauna Market, the Wee Bit Celtic Market. Flora and Fauna does a market every single month except for January of the year. So February through December, there's a new market every month with a new theme every month. Last month was Winter Fairy. This month is Wee Bit Celtic. Next month is going to be Spring Fairy. I know that in the summer they also have like a mermaid market, and in the fall they have a Hobbit market. I've been to the Hobbit market, very fun. There are going to be vendors like me, myself, and I that make some really great stuff, and I can personally attest to the quality of these vendors. I even though I'm vending, I buy stuff every time I'm there because I know these people and their work is excellent. There's also a bread lady that I really, really love. I don't know her name. I couldn't tell you what her name is of her bread shop, but she makes some of the best sourdough bagels I've ever had in my life, and they sell out fast. So I would love to see you guys. If you see this video, if you're coming from this video, and then you head over to the market, let me know, please. I so much enjoyed the last market. I had so many people come up and say they came because of the TikTok video that I'd posted. So that was really nice. It made my heart really happy. But if you're seeing this video too late and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I already missed March 22nd, what do I do? Don't worry. There'll be another one in April that I will also be at. So you should come see me at that one. And I'll probably have more mushrooms. So, come say hello. I will go now. I've got a lot of work to do to finish out my day. So I'm going to get back to it. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of the love. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Do the thing that the algorithms enjoy. Like it, comment, tell it it's pretty. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. I'm just a girl who loves sewing and who loves whimsy and who loves doing this job all by myself. So I will see you guys next time, and stay whimsical. Bye, friends.